Dun, dun, dun. It's back. Back from welding. Been about just over 2 weeks. But I did tell the garage that it wasn't a rush. So they didn't rush, obviously. I actually checked in after a week and I was told we're running a little bit late because we were off because the Queen died. Obviously, they had the Monday off, and I thought you didn't want it until next week. So I was like, yeah, just carry on whenever. Never tell the garage that you're not in a rush if you actually want it back quickly. So yeah, anyway, it's back 2 weeks. And to be honest with you, they've done a pretty good job. I'm gonna take you underneath the car and let you show. Well, I'll show you the sills first. They've done the sills, they've done the underside, they've done the subframes, and it looks pretty good. So I'll get you under the car and you can have a look for yourself. So this is really the sort of the first time I'm actually looking at the car. Apart from sort of a quick overview in the garage, like they showed me in brief what they had done, but they never really went into any depth. And it has been done, but yeah, well, I'll show you in a second. So this is the passenger side sill. Let me turn this torch down a little bit. So it has been done. It's all sort of sealed along. You can see it's looking nice and fresh and stuff. However, there was a bit on the door. If I close the door, I'll show you what I mean. So on the door here, there was a little bit of rust, and I didn't ask him to do any body work, so that's why that little patch there, yeah, it still exists. So what he's done is he's kind of sealed under there, and then if I open the door up, you can see, oops, what's the door? You can see he's put some sealant stuff on there, but he could have rubbed that little bit of rust away, you know. So it's little things like that, you know, little extras I'm going to have to take care of that they've kind of half done. And although I didn't want them to do the body work, if you come back here to the edge of the sill, you can still see sort of above the line, there's still some surface rust there. So I'm going to have to mask that off and just give it a bit of a sand and then seal it myself. I'm not particularly bothered because, I mean, they've obviously patched it. It's all done under there. I don't know what you're seeing. They've obviously patched it and they've done a pretty good job of that, but it would have been nice to have just had that done as well, you know, seeing as how it's sort of below the body line. Just sand it at least and, you know, put a little bit of extra grey on it, but whatever. I guess I'll have to take care of that. So let's go around the other side. Come on. This was the main bit. So you can see they've done a pretty good job with the patch there. Doesn't look too bad, and that bit's nice and clean. There is a bit of rust still on the underside of the door. Again, I didn't ask them to do the body work. I asked them to do the sills on the underside. So yeah, this side's a bit better. It did need a lot of work compared to the other side. So I'm glad they've done that, and you can kind of see they've done the patch pretty well. So that's all solid. So that's better than the other side. Pretty bizarre that they've done that, to be honest. I'm surprised. But here we go. We're going under the car, and I just have to lie on the deck. So here we are under the car. Turn this torch down a little bit more. So that was the floor plan. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the camera back on. That was the underfloor where the spare wheel is. So you can see it's all been sealed. All the subframe and everything's nice and done. All the arms are done at the back. I should have had it up on ramps to show you really, but I haven't really had time. I've just thought I'd come in here. So they've done all the components. They're all sealed. Again, he's taken all the surface rust off, and they're looking all right. They're looking better. So yeah, it's pretty extensive, the work he's done on it, and it's all solid again. He did say he was absolutely covered from head to toe in this stuff, and he hated every minute of it. So I'll forgive that little transgression on the passenger side sill that he hasn't sort of painted. He's managed to get quite a bit on the back box, but yeah, it ain't gonna rust anytime soon. So that's a good thing at least. And he has gone. Actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Sorry about this camera work, but you should be able to see. Hopefully that it's gone all the way to the front of the car. The whole lot's been done. I didn't pay for a full restoration. I paid for it to all be undersealed and for the sills to be repaired. So I wasn't expecting like a showroom level of restoration. And I'm pretty happy with what's been done, to be honest. As long as it gets it through the MOTs. So that's that. So yeah, I'm not particularly happy that I'm going to have to sort that little bit out. I mean, although I didn't ask him to do it, it's kind of such a small little job that it could have just been done. He's obviously patched that little tiny bit. Might as well have gone a centimetre up and sorted the job, but I guess he'll only do what he was asked to do. I can sort it with a little bit of masking tape and some sandpaper. Not a big deal, and it's not visible on the car either. So I shall let that one go. However, costs. I paid £480 all in. That was £150 per side for the welding and the treatment of the sills, and £180 for the whole of the underside of the car to have the needle guns put on to remove all the surface rust, sand it all down, rust treated, and obviously undersealed, which it's not that big a deal really. So now the car cost me £950. I've now got £480 in it for that type of repair, and so 1,500 quid, yeah. And now I know it's going to fly through its MOT. I can actually start enjoying the car, because I was getting a little bit worried about the sills, which is why I took the things off in the first place. And when you're worried about whether a car's going to pass its MOT and stuff, you tend not to enjoy it for what it is. You know, you don't want to modify it or anything, or anything like that. So now that that's solid, I can actually start enjoying the car and just doing the little bits, knowing full well it's going to get to its MOT. So happy days there. So next step is I want these headlights polished because they're very yellow. I might give it a quick wash because it's covered in dust. Just a quick one, just to get all the moss and stuff off the spoiler. So yeah, the headlights need to come out, bumper off. The bumper needs to come off anyway because I need to repair this bit down here, which you are aware of from the other videos, where I tried to paint the garden fence. I'll need to take the wing off this side and just pop that out, and hopefully be able to touch it up a little bit. And also get the side skirts back on, which are over there somewhere. Can't see them, but I know they're there somewhere. They need to be just treated a little bit because the sun's been at them and they're a little bit discoloured. So I'm not sure whether to spray them or just get the heat gun on and restore them because they're plastic. And yeah, just get the car back to what it's supposed to be like, and then we can start worrying about doing things like coilovers and wheels and stuff. I've got the spark plugs ready to go in. I've got a new air filter ready to go in. I'll do them in a separate video. But yeah, other than that, the car runs brilliant. Oh yeah, I've got that fog light to fix as well. I'll do that when the bumper's off as well. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with it, whether it's just a wiring issue or whether the bulb's gone. I'm not sure. The other one works, so presumably it's just the bulb. But yeah, not really that much to do, and it should be back up and running in no time really. Just whenever I can be bothered to work on it, really, I guess. But yeah, I wanted the welding done because, like I said, there's no enthusiasm in a car when you think it's going to be a waste of time. And once it's all sorted, it'll be a nice little car. And decide what we're going to do with it. Whether I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it, like I say, put some coilovers and stuff on and get the wheels, or just get rid and get another one. But to be honest with you, there's not really that much out there that I'd be willing to pay as much money as people are asking for. I mean, for 1,500 quid, it's a decent little project car to have and to just enjoy. Hopefully, while prices continue to hopefully while prices come down for other cars. Some of the cars that you look at now, they're like 3, 4, 5, 6 grand. They were less than 2 grand a couple of years ago, and I wouldn't be comfortable paying that much money for them, to be honest. But it might be the case that that's the price they're going to be at permanently, so we'll see. I think for now I'm just going to enjoy this car, maybe for a year, and just know full well it's running well and it's solid underneath, and see where the used car market goes. If I can pick something else up in the meantime, I'm sure the wife will be happy. But yeah, for now I've got little bits to do, get them sorted, but I'm happy the welding's done, and take it from there. Next step, bumper off, wing off, headlights out, and make it look nice and shiny. So thank you for watching, just thought I'd let you know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.